Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Athletics. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
Pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab here, Frederick Tillman.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match, but I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Okay, all set to go. So up now for Chicago, Reggie Hendricks. That's a little high. And away we go this afternoon.
First pitch, 12:35.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Out of bounce right side, McDaniel. Sends it to first. One up, one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Just missed. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
One out, bases empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Two gone.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Ground ball right side and foul ball.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. And we're back. And getting to start, Andrew Leahy. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And now the center fielder, Emil Rivera. Ball 1 there. Rivera with a couple of homers in his last game. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Tejada moving under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering upstairs. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. 2 away.
Batting third, second baseman, number 29.
Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The other way, and it goes just foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Out towards right center field, Garlobo sizes this one up, brings it in for the 3rd out. Through an inning, no score here on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the rookie center fielder, Mariano Tejada.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Bo Mitchell, the next Cub to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Wallace Gregg will hit next. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Tejada, the lead runner at second. Mitchell on at first with nobody out. Swung on, belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. He's in there. And they take a 2-run lead.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in 2. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Hayashi, the next to hit. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Ball, that's out.
That one outside, and it's 1-1. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Squirts away a little bit. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
The next offering misses. 3-2 now. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
First and second, no outs. Garlobo now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And up next for Chicago, Andrew Leahy. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And a sac bunt here. And that goes foul. The pitch. And he pops up the bunt. Reaching for it and brings it in. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Reggie Hendricks. Grounded out his first time.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt. 2 on, 2 outs. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So 2 down. Gene McClure, the next Cub to hit. Just missed.
Outside.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
And that skips into dirt. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Roberto Blanco waiting to hit for the Cubs. That one the other way. And foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Tommy Turnwall. That's in there.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. One up, one down.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And first offering is fouled off. And it's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
top half of the third inning. And now the first baseman, Roberto Blanco. Tillman back to work. And a strike on the outside edge.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next pitch is outside.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Mitchell, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Climb the ladder with that fastball. 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. And they get the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Cesar Santiago. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. The 1-1 is fouled off. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Nicholas Lawson digs in now and takes low for ball 1. And another ball. And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Hit in the air, left field. McClure makes his way towards it, flashes the leather on the run and catch. That's out number 2.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. And we're back. Start of the fourth. So up now for Chicago, Wallace Gregg. And that's outside. Hit in the air, left field. Rivera puts it away for the out.
Now batting, number 6.
Here's the catcher, Thomas Hayashi. He reached out a walk his first time. Inside, just missed. Tap foul at the plate. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Struck him out looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Garlobo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the inning's still alive with the pitcher's spot next.
Now batting, number 32.
Andrew Leahy, the next Cub to hit. He popped out his first time. This one in the dirt. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. The sliding play at short. Gathers and throws, and it beats him. What a play. One left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom 4. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Emil Rivera. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one misses. Ball 1.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Ripped on a line. McClure hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 45.
Now here is William Banks. He's 0 for 1. Banks, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
That's in there, and a count 2-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with a human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. Gets under it and pops it up. Garlobo. And that's the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now the left fielder, Gene McClure, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In for a strike, 0-1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
In there safely.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. And next for the Cubs, Roberto Blanco. And a foul ball. And there's a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman, number 15.
Just missed.
You know, these A's, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's 1 down.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Here's the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian. Struck out swinging his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. ground ball left side. Whips it across. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next up for the A's, Scotty Rockwell. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The A's still looking for their first hit in this one. Hard hit right side. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Mariano Tejada. Tillman back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone. Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Bo Mitchell, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Out to short. Banks throws to first in time.
Now batting number 5.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Wallace Gregg. And that misses. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. That's a strike. 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's hard hit on the line. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Man at first, Thomas Hayashi, the next Cub to hit. That one fouled hard the other way. In the dirt. Gregg off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Rivera makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom six. Down the third baseman, Cesar Santiago. On the ground, and that's just foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, number 26.
And here is Nicholas Lawson. Fly to left his first time. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That goes to show you just how hard it is to throw a perfect game. I mean, one lapse in concentration, one loose pitch, and the chance is gone in an instant. Now we'll see if it affects him as he continues to chase this no-hitter.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Darryl Nair. Runner on first with one down for him. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Just missed. Man at first, one away. Check
ball.
Swing, and he held up.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In danger of losing the no-hitter here. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hendricks sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So the batting order turns over. Emil Rivera up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Next up for the A's, William Banks.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off. He was late. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Next one misses, and a count 1-2. Towards first, Blanco. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Derek Hudson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So up now for Chicago, Tino Garlobo.
Number 83.
Fastball is outside. Hudson, a 6'2 righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rivera under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, number 32.
And now here's the Cubs pitcher, Andrew Leahy. And that one fouled off. Hudson, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
I think it's the deception in his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
On the ground to third, Santiago. Throws to first in time. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Hendricks in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, left side. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Leading off for the Athletics, second baseman, number 29.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Gary Hogg up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Sycophus getting loose as well. Ripped into left center, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tommy Turnwall. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Just off the inside edge.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Outside. 3 balls, no strikes.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
So digging in, Gerald Kazarian.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count. so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Next up for the A's, Scotty Rockwell. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the seventh. That's out to center field. Tejada sizes this one up. And there's two down.
Now batting, number 54.
So up next, Cesar Santiago. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swings through that.
0-1.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Stays alive. Got him swinging. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the eighth. Now the number 2 hitter, Gene McClure. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fly ball center field. Rivera. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 9.
And here's the first baseman, Roberto Blanco. 1 for 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Mariano Tejada, the next Cub to hit. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Fabio Tejada. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Blanco leads off first with one away. Step off, throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Inside, just missed. Headed towards the corner. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Now batting, number 18.
First and second, one out. Mitchell will hit next. That to right. And a foul ball. Tejeda, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Double play ball to second. Fires to first in time.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Wallace Gregg, the next Cub to hit. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Now batting, number 6.
And up next for Chicago, Thomas Hayashi. First pitch just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch.
This change
Gary Ha on a pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Hank McGill, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. Yeah, the batter now, Nicholas Lawson. He's 0 for 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Chance Fernandez.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Emil Rivera up next for the A's. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
Line drive, caught. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Barry Shipley. And the batter now, Tino Garlobo. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That one's upstairs, ball one.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
To the right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, number 20.
Hank McGill, the next to hit, looking for his first big league hit right here. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball. The 0-2 goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now the shortstop, Reggie Hendricks. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Reese O'Farrell.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
So digging in, William Banks. 0 for 3 in this one.
Number 45.
And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. McClure makes the grab, one down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
He's 2 outs away. McDaniel getting ready to hit. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
The Cubs trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Outside with a breaking ball. That hits the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Garlobo pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Next up for the A's, Tommy Turnwall. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball. O'Farrell is just 1 strike away. That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
That's how you check a box to start your career, Boog. First MLB win in your first MLB start. Congratulations to him on a major milestone.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week. It's the Athletics going up against the Colorado Rockies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Boog, today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Julian Peterson. What do we have on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Now, Emil Rivera.
Center fielder, number 31.
Outside low. And we're underway here in the home opener. And the 1-0. Hee-haw! Hit on the ground to short. Grimsley. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Next up, it's the first-year shortstop, William Banks. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Peterson, in his rookie season, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Peterson over to first. Rivera back on a dive.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Little chopper rolls foul. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So up next, DeAndre McDaniel. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's got a chance. And it hits the fence. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Turnwall now at the plate. Not even close there. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Man at second.
See how it works. run.
In the dirt.
1-2, the count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game one of this 3-game set. Look out!
That got him.
And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Next up for the A's, Gerald Kazarian. That one ripped, but foul. McDaniel over at second. Turnwall at first with no outs. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early. Still barreled it. As you see, home run distance. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. The pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field. Lang makes the catch, and there's one gone. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen. And I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
Scotty Rockwell up next for the A's. This one high in the air to left center. Murray on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cesar Santiago up next for the A's. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson.
Oh, yeah.
In the dirt, blocked.
It's 0-1.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a ball.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Turnwall coming home. One run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Julian Peterson is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher on here, Bennett Gutierrez, on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Digging in, Richie Dixon.
No, that's low. Ball.
Just missed. Two outs and one in scoring position. And there's a ball.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-0. So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time.
And now it's going to be Emil Rivera right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A massive home run. It's 8-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And here is William Banks. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that's a strike. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Rockies coming up. Back here at Coors Field. And starting this one, Richie Dixon.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first, here's the center fielder, Roy McNally.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's the third baseman, Willie Maraville. That one ripped. 2 down. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Ricky Irving stands in now and watches strike one.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
2 out, space is empty. Line to left, and there's a hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So, man aboard, Micah Lang digging in for the Rockies. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
And that one in the air center field. Rivera snags it, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand one, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here in Denver, now it's the second baseman, DeAndre McDaniel. Gutierrez back to work. That one missed.
Boog, one of our favorites. 1-1. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Tommy Turnwall up next for the A's. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That one hops against the fence. And into second with one away, that's a double.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Man at second with one away. Next up for the A's, Gerald Kazarian. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jeff MacArthur getting loose out there. Missed inside with the curve.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, number 44.
Scotty Rockwell up next for the A's. Fly to left his first time. That's in there. Strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. High fly ball out into left center field. And that is that. The A's strand one as the lead holds at 8-0. Bottom of the second. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Doug Murray.
Number 22.
Swings through that one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And here's the catcher, Robert Carpenter. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 7. Second baseman, number 24.
Peter Watanabe digging in for the Rockies. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive
That's foul.
and foul ball. Next pitch misses way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Next to hit, Lewis Grimsley. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Carpenter off of first with 2 away. A changeup missing, and that's ball 2. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Fastball is outside. Right side, McDaniel. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Ball one
That's the
low.
ball. That's
You
down.
know, these Athletics really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
And now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that's in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And that one
Ball,
upstairs,
that's up.
ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next offering
2-2.
way off the plate.
Full count.
That's a good at bat
Ball
right
four,
there. He was
take your
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times
Oh my goodness!
in your career.
I can't even believe. I can't. I win. I'm saying,
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even. Seriously, I don't believe that.
Dixon batting with 1 down takes a strike. Center field. McNally settles underneath it. Corrals it. 2 away now. So the lineup flips over. Emil Rivera up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Ripped towards third. They get the force, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the A's 8 and the Rockies nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bennett Gutierrez. And that one ripped into right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So now back to the top of the order. So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time.
And now, Roy McNally. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kazarian makes the play, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Willie Maraville digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1 so far. Just
Ball
missed.
high.
Missed with
That's
a
the ball.
changeup. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in
2-0.
recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now Ricky Irvin. There's a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. This one lifted in the air, left field. Kazarian makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 28.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Micah Lang. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
1-1.
That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 2 left for Colorado. Still 8-0. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
So a man aboard. Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 10-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Bennett Gutierrez departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Jeff MacArthur.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Tommy Turnwall will hit next. First pitch misses. MacArthur measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2.
Full count.
Time called now before the payoff pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, number 25.
Now the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 11-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty, one away, and now the right fielder, Scotty Rockwell. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Still only one out here in the inning. Out to short. Jump throw. Not in time. He legs it out.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
So digging in, Cesar Santiago. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Pickoff throw.
Nope, hey.
Rockwell over at first with one away. That's to third. There's one.
Got him.
Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And midway in the fourth, you're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back, ready to go, bottom four. Stepping in, Doug Murray.
Number 22.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Dixon winds and deals. And there's a foul ball. The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
This to third, slides for the stop, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Now it's going to be Robert Carpenter. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out to short, Banks. Zips it across. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, number 24.
Peter Watanabe digging in for the Rockies. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in there at the knees. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Turnwall makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail in this one 11-0. New inning getting started, and now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson. MacArthur back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these A's, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now batting, number 21.
So a man aboard, Richie Dixon. Up next for the A's. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. The A's looking to add another. Late swing, foul to the left. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
This to third. Slings to first in time. William Banks up next for the A's.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
And that one is inside ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Now time called at the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Base knock center field. Coming home. The throw in. But it's offline. It's 12-0.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, DeAndre McDaniel. Check on the runner. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe.
0-2.
Banks stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that'll do it. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 12 and the Rockies nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Number 7.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
1-1.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Aubrey Winkler. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And foul ball. The Athletics up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Roy McNally digging in for the Rockies. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Arturo Ornelas.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Turnwall leading things off and takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Antoine Valley getting ready to come on for Bud Black. The 0-1. Just missed. In the air, out towards left center. One away. So up next, Gerald Kazarian. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 down.
Now batting, number 44.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Scotty Rockwell. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Puts it in the air out towards left center. McNally on his way over. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Willie Maraville. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the 0-2.
Ball up.
And that's downstairs and outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
To third, Santiago. Slings it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 0.
Ricky Irving digging in for the Rockies. He is singled and he is flied to left. Right through there for a strike. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off. And a strike in there. And down on strikes he goes. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Top of inning number 7. Down to third baseman, Cesar Santiago. Out to center. McNally under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now back, number 26.
And now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Check swing, called strike.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Two down, base is empty. And now, Richie Dixon. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Now that number 31.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Emil Rivera. And that misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball one. Fastball for a strike at 95. Dixon at second with two down. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the A's 12 and the Rockies nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, number 22.
And that's too high.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Just missed.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And that is out of play. That one fouled off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. He gets there with the slide over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Now batting, number 23.
Robert Carpenter digging in for the Rockies. Off the plate,
that missed.
ball
That's a ball.
one. The A's up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. And they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Peter Watanabe digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field.
Now batting, number 7.
So digging in, Lewis Grimsley.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Ken Pagan.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
In there, and it's 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That's outside.
Ball out.
And a count 1-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 12-3.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
So 2 away with nobody on. Roy McNally digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one's in there, 0-1. Just missed. Just missed.
Ball. 2-1.
That one at the knees for a strike. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Antoine Valley.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And the batter will be the shortstop, William Banks.
Number 45.
There's a strike at the knees. Swing and a pop-up. Grimsley. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now that number 29.
DeAndre McDaniel up next for the A's. Swings through that one above the zone.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. He goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
2 down, base is empty. Tommy Turnwall, the next to hit. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Zach Rosado.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for Colorado, Willie Maraville. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, number 28.
Micah Lang digging in for the Rockies. That catches the corner. Man at first, 1 away. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just off the inside edge. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounds 1 to short. Sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 on with 1 out. Next to hit for the Rockies, Doug Murray banks. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the Rockies catcher, Robert Carpenter. Laser could be trouble. 1 run across. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. 12-5 is our score.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
Watanabe, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rivera makes the catch, and that's the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the A's 12 and the Rockies 5. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Valley back to work. There's a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one becomes property of the beast. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 13-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Now it's the right fielder, Scotty Rockwell. Swinging a foul straight back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Nicholas Lawson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop, on the money, nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Next up for the A's, Zach Rosado. And a breaking ball misses outside. Santiago on third with 2 out. Hit in the air, center field. McNally gets under it, squeezes it, and that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, bottom 9. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Lewis Grimsley. First pitch misses.
Down. That's the ball.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Braden Hazel. 1 out, and the base is empty for him. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Inside, ball.
That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Now batting, number 41.
And now the center fielder, Roy McNally. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. The Athletics up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
That's high.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-2. In the air, left field, Kazarian hauls it in, 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Number 32.
Rockies down to their last out. Willie Maraville getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that'll do it. The A's take this one in a blowout. Dixon with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And the final here today, 13-5. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.